Well, dude, we need to start. Can you fucking hurry up? Let's go.
Wait a minute. I told you. Let me
I
get a
hit the
drink.
goddamn button.
Let me get a swig of my Mexican beer.
Jesus
Cheers.
Christ!
Hmm.
It's streaming right now. Can you get started? We're 15
I don't
seconds
approve
in.
of a lot of things that go on in Mexico, but I do approve of Modelo.
Start the
Let's
music.
go. Start it. Back by popular demand, all the way from Memphis. No, wait, Nashville, Memphis. It doesn't matter because they're all making love to cows. From Memphis, Nashville, Tennessee, all the way back to Stock Tizzle, Califizzle. It's the Inside Bizzle, Jizzle Pod, Fizzle. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, he's still a fucking cheap jack-off Jew. Ladies and gentlemen, the multi-million champion, Tim Freeman! And your co-host, you love them, all the ladies. Man, give it up for the former TWF heavyweight champion of the world, former TWF tag team champion of the world, former TWF tag team champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Big MF, Matthew Framar. This is the Inside BJJ podcast.
Nice job, Matt. You said that you were going to be able to do that without any wind up, and you went long.
It doesn't matter. Memphis, Tennessee. What you gonna do? Plow the fields? You gonna plow the fields? You guys gonna plow the fields?
How dare you confuse Nashville for Memphis? You're gonna.
What's the difference,
a lot
bro?
Of people.
You got a bunch of chicks that love banging guys from California.
Listen, Nashville is like somewhere really, really nice. Beverly Hills. Yeah. Memphis is like Stockton.
Where was Elvis from?
Memphis.
Go fuck yourself then. The king.
I want to
the greatest of all time.
Producer Andrew to the program.
All right, that's enough airtime. Cut him off.
Hold on. Look at that. He just came out of the closet.
Been a long time.
I'm sorry, Andrew. We didn't mean to betray you. So everybody knew that you were gay, and tonight you came out in the closet.
And right when he's going to say something, we'll take him out. Dude. It's good to see you back, buddy. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I just wanted to congratulate Angie for coming out of the closet. It takes a lot of guts to do that. And,
it takes a big man to admit
and really
wrong.
Recognize who you are and what you like to do. There's nothing wrong with that.
I appreciate that.
Andrew's a great dude.
Everybody, congratulate you. Find Andrew on social media. Congratulate him for coming out of the closet. Like, I'm stoked. It's the first time me and you been back on a podcast forever, and we got Andrew coming out of the closet. That's awesome.
He literally just stepped out of it, man.
It's students mind rolling with them and stuff because is it a thing in Memphis? Because back there they're kind of backwards about that sort of thing.
You're such an idiot. I swear to God. It's like nothing has changed in a year and a half. It's exactly the goddamn fucking same as soon as you put the headphones on. Same guy, different night. What's going on, Matt? I haven't talked to you in a while on the podcast. It's been over a year since we got together.
Has it really been that long?
I think so. Wow. March 2022.
Wow, that's great. March 2022.
I got tired of doing it. I got tired of dealing with fucking Phil Baroni and all those guys.
Phil Baroni's been in prison for murder for at least a year.
At least we're way past that.
Last New Year's.
Does that feel odd to you?
I feel bad. I don't think he did it.
I
don't think he did it. I went and stake. I don't think he did it. I went and stake my life on it, but I don't think he did it.
Well, I mean, in what scenario would you be required to stake your life on whether you thought Phil Baroni did that or not? That's not saying much. I won't stake my life on it. Well,
okay. I know it's possible he could have done it, but I don't think he did. I don't believe what they're saying.
Have you had any contact with him?
I have spoken to a lawyer this is really crazy, bro, to a famous mafia gangster, John Allight, and Matt Granahan about.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Does this guy want you using his name? You're like, oh,
he's famous, dude. No, he don't care. Like, he's like doing, it's past the point of caring about shit. But like, he's as known almost as John Gotti. If we were talking on the phone, I'm thinking this is just fucking crazy right now. He was telling me what was going to happen, and pretty much everything that he said was going to happen is what happened. They were just going to extort everybody. They were going to extort.
Go ahead. I just want to cut.
He said, first of all, he said that he didn't think. So he didn't think Phil was in it. He didn't think Phil was guilty because he said Phil wasn't a killer. He said Phil was crazy. Phil was nuts. He might kick somebody or stomp somebody, but he's not really a killer because he used to work for John Allight. He used to collect for John Allight, I guess, back in the day.
Oh, I see.
But so he was involved in trying to get him out of prison in Mexico, because like in Mexico, there's no trial. You don't get a fair trial. You don't even go to a jury trial. He's never had a real trial, but he's going to sit in prison probably and most likely until he dies. But there's never been a real trial.
How does fucking jail work in Mexico in court trial?
I mean, it's not like in America. It's like the police. They say the Mexico, the very, the great distinguished, very honorable Mexico Police Department, wherever they're at, said that he confessed to murder. So everyone's like,
hey, man, I'm officer friendly.
Hey man, Phil Baroni said he did it.
Hey Holmes, he did.
Hey Holmes, Phil Baroni said he called us. He called us and said, hey man, I want you to know something. I killed this girl, and I want you to come and arrest me so I can confess.
Yeah, man. It was like I was doing it. Then I'm like, I need a cigarette, and I left. I
was like,
back,
are you
man.
sure?
She's all dead.
I get that.
Are you sure you want to confess? He's like, yeah, I want to confess, man. I killed this girl. I want to confess and get put in prison in Mexico.
That's crazy, dude.
No, it's like, I don't think he did it. I don't think he killed that girl. I think someone else did it, and they've extorted his family more than once for like about $200,000, and it's a wrap though. I don't think he's getting out unless like maybe if Donald Trump got elected, he might get involved and free him. He'll send the Marines out there.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Yeah, if Donald Trump, I'm sure Donald Trump's going to be running on the one of the big staples of his campaign will be that he's going to.
If I am the next president of the United States, I will send our military into Mexico and free Phil Baroni.
Whoa, that would be wild.
I feel bad only because I think he's innocent and he's rotting away in a Mexican prison for something he probably didn't do, and he's half brain dead at this point. Who knows how bad he is with CTE?
Well, I can't really speak on it. I know that people still talk about Phil online, but who knows, man? I mean,
listen, there's no way that Phil Baroni would kill a girl, call the police, and confess to murder and say, come and arrest me. If he was in Mexico, he would have ran like a motherfucker. He did not kill that woman. The cartel did.
Oh, wow. Hey, we're going to take that part out.
Cartel did it.
Yeah, we're not talking about them at all on the podcast. They're good. They did
it. They did it.
You're such an idiot. You're the biggest idiot I ever met in my life.
Cartel did it.
In the first 10 minutes, he's talked about the mafia, the cartel.
Name dropping.
Who did what?
Who are you? Prank call.
No, but it's kind of weird, man. Like we were doing wrestling, Phil and Stefan, and Stefan's dead and Phil's in prison. And it's a real fucked up. To be honest, it's a fucked up feeling. It's a pretty shitty feeling all the way around.
Yeah, it is kind of odd how those two situations worked out. Although one is a lot different than the other. Stefan, I think, was a different kind of dude than Phil.
They were different guys. I'll tell you one thing though. I tell you a story. It's a legit story. Stefan, and I've trained with both guys. When I trained with Phil's a bad motherfucker. Don't get me wrong, but I never felt like I didn't feel like I was dying 100% of the time. When I trained with Stefan, I felt like I was just barely surviving, just like by this much the entire time.
Oh yeah,
and
Stefan knows jiu-jitsu.
when he knows a lot of and everything else, that he's strong and over 6 feet tall. But so they're in my garage. It's just so fucking bizarre to think about this shit. UFC Hall of Famer and Phil Baroni, UFC legend. They're in my garage and they're starting to argue, right? And then Phil says, well, maybe we should just solve this by training. Stefan says, well, fuck you then. He goes inside the house. He gets really serious. He gets a bucket of ice. He starts putting Vaseline on his face. He wraps up his hands. He comes back outside. And you know what happened? Phil went inside the house and he locked the door.
Yeah, of course.
He didn't come back out. That's the fucking truth.
So you're saying Phil basically is a coward?
I'm not saying my tag team partner is a coward, but I am saying he didn't want to fight Stephan Bonner.
What do you have to say about the allegations that your tag team partner is in prison in Mexico? Yeah, that's pretty wild.
I don't know. That sucks. I don't think whatever, man. I don't think he did it. I really don't. If he did it, then he should rot and never get out. But I really don't think he did.
I agree. Whenever I play that sound effect, it means we have to change the topic. Next,
let's move on to the next topic. Let's talk
move
about
on to the next thing.
Gays in jiu-jitsu.
Hey, you know what's what do you think about point jiu-jitsu?
No, I want to talk about how important it is to use the proper pronoun when you're talking about people that do jiu-jitsu.
Right.
Do they worry about pronouns in Memphis when you're referring to people?
Dude, it's like you're not mentally retarded, but you play one in real life. We're not in Memphis, we're in Nashville.
What's the difference, bro? Come on. It's so cute how you think there's a difference between Memphis and like if the Big MF came to Memphis to wrestle, I would smash everybody. Like I'd smash everyone. There's not a wrestler in Memphis or Nashville, Tennessee that is playing the field, that's having intercourse with pigs that would stand a chance against me. Nobody out there. All the little indie cow banging field plowing guys in Memphis or Nashville or wherever the fuck you moved to that think they could wrestle, I'd smash all of them. Like every single fucking one of them.
You should come out.
Well, who's the indie champion in Memphis?
I don't know.
No, nobody does.
I don't know. I don't actually know. Who's the indie champion in Lodi?
Well, there's not a wrestling federation in Lodi. But speaking of champions, it's a tragedy that my TWF champion Michael Shawn lost the title to a fat fuck named Drake Frost.
We're all heartbroken over it.
It really shouldn't have happened.
Blake and I have been talking about it all day, man. You see what happened to Michael Shawn, guys? Hey, man, did you hear about Michael Shawn?
Yeah, well, it was a real tragedy.
A real tragedy.
Yeah.
Well,
it really was.
Hey, the bigger tragedy is that John and Stipe Miocic's fights got canceled.
Well, there's stuff going on that you don't know about. See, what happened was John Jones was actually doing so much cocaine this time that they knew he couldn't pass the test, so they rescheduled the fight.
They rescheduled it. They said he broke his muscle off his bone or something.
That's not what happened. He got a little fentanyl on his coke, so they postponed it.
Yeah, it happens. He got some dirty.
He almost died, and they saved him. They're keeping it quiet.
Let me ask you this: have you been keeping up with all of the fights every single weekend?
No, I can't right now.
No. You can't do it, right?
There's all these motherfuckers from other countries taking over, like from Dagestan and Pakistan and Russia and Colombia. Like, I don't know who these guys are.
Andrew, I just sent you that link. Can you share that? Let's go through this fight card, and I'm gonna see who you recognize on this card, and then we're gonna make our predictions about who we think is gonna win, and we're gonna come back next week.
Is this the Fight Night or the UFC 296?
The UFC. Where's 296? Where's 296?
296 is the Edwards versus Covington.
When is that though?
That's
in 2 weeks.
Saturday, December 16th. That's next Saturday.
Let's do the one on the 9th. Let's do Fight Night because it's got even more obscure dudes.
Okay.
I don't know anybody on Fight Night.
I know, that's why it's gonna be fun.
You guys seeing this?
No.
Song Gutierrez.
No, you have to share it.
I have it in my share
Song-
tab.
Sean Gutierrez, is that a
you have to share it in
Hispanic
the
fighter
studio.
or an
There you go.
Asian fighter?
Okay.
Oh, Sean Gutierrez. I got Song.
Gutierrez.
I've seen Gutierrez. Chris Gutierrez I've seen before. But Song's last name is Yadong, and there's no way I'm going against Song Yadong, motherfucker. What's your name?
Song Yadong. No, Song Yadong is related. He's related to Long Dick Dong, and from 16 Candles, and like his dick isn't long like Long Dick Dong's, but his reach is. I think he's gonna win.
I don't think you ever go against a guy whose last name is Yadong. He's a minus 380. Okay, I'm with you, Matt.
Actually, but from China, they genetically altered all. He was made in a laboratory from the Republic of China. Yeah, and he can't lose. Like they made him train.
YouTube. Great, now we can't go on YouTube. Fuck.
They made him like the way they made COVID. They were making and they were like genetically messing with bats. They put some bat DNA in him too, and he survived.
Okay, let's go to the next fight.
Okay, let's go to the next one.
Let's go. Next one is.
That's not the next one. That's Long Dick Dong.
Come on,
Chris
Andrew. Come on,
Andrew. Come on, bro.
Dude.
I mean, I know you came out of the closet, but
now you're not even on the right fight.
Oh, Andrew, Jesus, where'd you get this guy from? Okay,
okay. Anthony Smith versus
Anthony Smith. If Kirill Roundtree, if I was in his corner, he would beat Anthony Smith because Anthony Smith is really stupid. I once coached against Anthony Smith when David Mitchell choked him out. And he's so dumb. He's so dumb that David Mitchell had him in it. He's very dumb. David Mitchell had him in a triangle, and I screamed. And I knew there wasn't a lot of time left, and I screamed, there's plenty of time left. Just hold on. Hold on, Anthony. There's plenty of time left. I was saying that to Anthony even though I was coaching David. So Anthony thought he could just hold on. David Mitchell choked him out and he had to tap. And then he was on the fucking what's that comedy podcast, that redheaded dude?
Adam Hunter.
And he was on his podcast talking about, David Mitchell's a clown, and he had me in that triangle. I thought I had more time on the clock than what I did. And so anyways, if they have a guy if I was in the other corner, Anthony Smith would lose, but I think he's going to win because he probably doesn't have any good coaches. They're not good. There's no good coaches in MMA like Bobby the Brain Heenan or Class. They don't know how to interfere and mess people's heads. They're trying to coach their fighter about, block the triangle, stack them, throw the jab, but they don't know how to play games.
Yeah, I'm going to disagree with you. I'm going with Khalil Roundtree Jr. because it sounds like a vegan fast food restaurant. Hey, you guys want to go to Khalil Roundtree Jr.'s?
Well, if I was in his corner,
hey man, you want to go to Khalil Roundtree Jr.'s right now? Dude,
I'm undefeated.
Vegan cheese.
I'm undefeated coaching against.
You want to go get a vegan Mac? You guys, anybody want a Whopper? That's what we eat in Germany. A Whopper. Okay, let's go to the next one. Oh, look at this fucking guy. It looks like somebody rearranged the letters in his name.
I cannot.
What's his name?
Nazrak Hakparas.
Nazarek. What is he? Is he from Morocco?
He's fighting Jamie Malarkey.
Is he from Morocco?
Going from Malarkey.
No way. Is he from Morocco? So
it looks like Kevin Gastelum's cousin.
Well, one time I'm going to say that Don Morocco was pretty tough. He had a good pile driver, not as good as Paul Orndorff's pile driver, but it was pretty good.
Yeah,
I'm going.
I don't think that's the way ethnicity works, but
I'm going with the guy who's Don Morocco's relative.
I'm going with Jamie Malarkey. He don't even want to hear that.
No,
Malarkey.
No,
okay,
no way.
Tim Elliott versus Suma Durji.
Elliott.
I'm going with the guy with one name. One name.
No, see, no, because in Japan, in China or Japan or whatever, China, if they give you one name, that means they don't really believe in you. So I'm going to go with Tim Elliott.
Elliott looks like he couldn't afford a full haircut.
Yeah, but
they repoed his haircut.
Those guys
through the haircut, it got repossessed.
Those guys like to fight.
You don't have 12. Get the fuck out of the chair.
Well, he's got a good jab, and he's going to land a good jab, and he's going to close the one good eye that the guy with one name has, and the fight's going to be over.
Okay, let's go to the next one. Jung Young Park versus Andre Muniz. Jung Young
got a Korean
guy that would stalk your wife at the grocery store.
anytime a Brazilian fights anybody from Korea, I go with the Brazilian. There's no way he's going to choke him out.
He's gonna choke him out.
He's gonna
Young is
choke him
very
out.
close to Dong, though.
Jung Yong Park. I'm
It's
going
very,
with.
but close, but no cigar. Close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades.
Oh, well, I never heard that before. I'm going with Jung Yong Park because he has the better odds.
Big mistake.
Big
Never bet on a
mistake.
Korean over a Brazilian.
It's like some weird fight logic. No, we're not doing the undercard.
Oh,
Let's
that's
do the
interesting.
fight.
We got it. Yeah, they don't. Nobody cares about those guys. They don't matter.
2 songs on 1 card. though.
Okay, so Jung Young, you got Jung Young. No, I got Jung Young. You got Munoz. You got Elliott. I got Sumadoji.
I don't have Munoz. I got Long Dick Dong's cousin.
No, you got Munoz. That's the Brazilian. You got Nazareth.
Oh yeah.
I got Malarkey.
I got Nazareth. I got Morocco's cousin.
The vegan fast food.
I got Anthony Smith.
Go up, and then I got Yadong. And
I got Yadong.
You got my dong. You got these nuts.
Ling a ding 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 dong. Hell yeah. Ding ding dong. You should come out to that song.
So Nogi Worlds is this weekend. I'm surprised you're not there, Matt. You're really big on not wearing the gi.
Yeah, but I don't like I like the fact that I can't reap the knee. This is I only compete where you could reap the knee.
You could do that now as a black belt. Now you're allowed to. Finally.
Well, however, it's
after
really cool,
364 podcasts, the IBG relented, and they finally gave us heel hook.
I'm gonna take that back. This is the problem with that. Like if you're a heel, like David Mitchell was, and you're losing, you can reap the knee and get you can reap the knee and get disqualified. And we all know titles don't. Wait, remember, wasn't that the funniest thing in the world?
Worst techniques. You could do the even more foul techniques are on the table now because you used to be able to heel hook. Now you can't do that. Now you got to do something real heinous to get DQ'd.
I want you to reap the knee. Wasn't that funny though when David reaped the knee and got DQ'd when he was losing, just so he didn't lose by any other than DQ?
Awesome. Yeah, 10th Planet is trying to make a big push at the Nogi Worlds this year, so it'll be interesting.
They're doing the IBJJF.
We got a gold.
I know, right, dude? Oh,
I would do it if they allow
Flores.
They don't allow net cranks, so I don't do it.
Matt only wants to do tournaments where you could do can openers, slamming from guard, and key locks in or catch wrestling. You're allowed to catch wrestle.
I agree with that.
Neck cranks, like my neck cranks are they're probably too deadly, so I don't compete anymore. I can break your neck.
I think you had neck cranked me so hard when we were children that you probably damaged my neck. You probably did.
I was trying to. I didn't want you to. I didn't want you to come against me later when you got older.
Later in life. You didn't.
So I had to show you. If you did, I'll break your neck.
Yeah, like the Iron Sheik. Hey, dude, what else? There's some rumors about GSP and Nick Diaz fighting.
You know what? And it's crazy because I think they're actually some sort of legitimate rumors because Chow Sonnen was
dumb. You think I'm inventing
you could have been,
story?
but you don't have sources. I do. So my sources tell me that Nick is taking this serious.
Oh, this time.
It's who knows? Because everyone's talking about how bad Nick looked, but however, in his fight against GSP, not just against Robbie Lawler, he that was like 10% Nick Diaz. At 10% Nick Diaz threw more punch. He set a record with punches landed in that fight.
What do you think about the claims that his team makes that he won that fight?
What? Which fight?
No, you know how they always say that he won the fight.
Yeah, I mean he was like the Nick Diaz that fought Robbie Lawler. He fought Robbie Lawler. Shouldn't have been fighting. That wasn't Nick Diaz. That was 10% Nick. But 10% Nick Diaz made it a fight. I'm just saying.
I agree with you. I want to see him
10% Nick. 10% Nick Diaz made it a very entertaining fight against Robbie Lawler. Man, and who knows if we get
strong Nick Diaz is really entertaining fight still.
And when I say I don't want to. I love Nick Diaz. Like Nick Diaz is all Stockton has. Like I would never speak bad about Nick Diaz. I'm just saying from my sources telling me, I'm not going to say why it was 10% Nick Diaz, but it was a legitimate 10% of what he was, and that was 100% of what Robbie Lawler was. And Nick Diaz still made it a damn good fight, very entertaining, landed a lot of punches, ate a lot of punches, and went to war. So if anything is going to make Nick Diaz be serious about a fucking fight, it's GSP. If GSP comes into this fight, how serious is GSP going to take Nick Diaz? And who knows what's going to happen? Is he going to take?
I don't think
is he going to
GSP
take
wants to be
him?
embarrassed.
No, but is he going to take him as serious as he did the first time they fought, or is he really going to dig that down deep and push that hard? I don't think so.
I think he is. I think he is.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think he's worried about aliens. I think he's fasting too much.
I'm not impressed with your opinion, Matt Freeman.
He's not drinking water in his fast, and he's worried about aliens and time gaps when he doesn't know what happened from one. I think this time, if Nick Diaz is 75% Nick Diaz, GSP is 75% GSP, GSP gets knocked out.
Knocked out.
That's my prediction. Knocked out. That's my prediction.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Fourth round, GSP gets knocked TKO'd.
I don't really know how to predict that fight, to be honest with you. It really depends on what Nick Diaz shows up, but I think
we have a GSP wrestle fucking. He wrestle fucks and humps Nick Diaz's legs for 5 rounds, and we fall asleep.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen, but that could happen. What makes you think that it won't?
Because I don't think GSP is as good as he was back then.
Right, but nobody is. Like, they're all older. So who has the most road miles on them? That's my question.
Well, GSP has had more. Who's had more wars? Look at GSP. I think GSP, like the Johnny Hendricks fight. I don't know, man. I just can't ever go against Nick.
No, I'm not saying to bet against him.
I just feel like somehow Nick's going to win this fight if it happens.
I hope he does. But at
the end of the day, win, lose, or draw, he's going to win when he gets that fucking check. So
yeah, get a big paycheck. That would be dope. And now he's finally fighting in a 2023 where you can get paid.
Listen to this, though. Well, you know what's really crazy? His first fight in the UFC was 20 fucking years ago. That's insane, bro.
It was 2003?
It was 20. Shit. Yeah, when he fought, what's that guy's name? The guy that's dead now. What the fuck is that?
Jeremy Jackson? Jeremy Jackson?
Yes. Yeah. That was 20. I thought, Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking old. I should be dead. I'm a dog they should just put down.
Yeah, because when I first started training there, he just was going to fight that Ishii dude. Remember that guy that was trying to catch his punches? Like, Asian guy?
When he first started fighting, you hadn't even started doing jiu-jitsu yet.
No.
That's how far back it was.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. That's kind of crazy.
I had no kids, and I was still married to that one crazy lady that divorced me.
I don't think anybody predicted Nate's run to end up how it did either, though. Like at the end of his career, he had the Conor matches, and it turned out really good for him.
I mean, Nate was always tough. But what happened to Nate was he caught Conor at the right time, and it catapulted Nate. If he never before the Conor fight, he was making like $40,000 to show, $40,000 to win. After that, he was a millionaire. Yeah. So really, legitimately, that Conor fight made all the. If he doesn't fight Conor McGregor, who knows what happens to Nate Diaz. But at the same time, that fucking remember we had Freddie Prinze Jr. on the podcast, and he was talking about how Nate made a big mistake by cussing on Fox 40 on TV. Yeah. But at the end of the day, 99% of the time, Freddie Prinze Jr. is right. That's the one fucking time it paid off.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right. It paid off. Those guys keeping it real paid off ultimately.
I mean, a bazillion other times you go on TV and you drop a bunch of F-bombs, you're done, right? You're just done. But he did it perfectly, but I don't think he realized he was doing it perfectly. He just fucking did it.
I think people's appetite for something.
Or did he?
No, I doubt it. I think people's appetite for something real is so strong. They want something real that when they get something real, it feels right. But
that's what he said. The real fight is me, motherfucker. And he goes, nobody wants to see that shit. It's not real.
Hey, when did Conor fight Floyd? He fought Floyd after he fought Nate, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
just want to say this. If you get a link, if somebody texts you something and it says Floyd Mayweather found dead, don't click on it.
Is that something you got?
Bro, my cousin, who I ended up calling a cunt for doing this to me, sent me a link and it said that Floyd Mayweather is dead, found in a bat, whatever. And then I didn't open it up yet, and I made some sort of joke about how Logan Paul's never going to get paid now. And she goes, and she fucking played this shit up. She's like, it's so crazy how they found him. So I decided to click on the goddamn link. You know what it was? It was a fucking gay dude showing his cock.
Oh yeah, was it the big black guy?
No, he wasn't black. It was some fucking old white dude.
How long did you look at the picture, though? That's the question.
I immediately closed it, and then I forwarded it. Then I forwarded it to Andrew.
Everybody in your message book
immediately gone, and then I forwarded it to Andrew right away.
Oh man, yeah, dude. Well, I would like to see that fight. We'll see if it happens. I'm a
UFC 300. Who knows,
guys? I'm pulling for those guys, man.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Shit, but it's UFC 300. They got to do something big. I mean, I don't know. What happened? Where'd you go?
Studio on accident. There's some technical errors that I'm committing because I'm fucking dumb.
How crazy would it be though if he won that? The fight happens and he wins. How fucking crazy! What would you do? You would jump up and down.
Well, when Nate beat Connor, I cried.
Did you know?
I was so excited. I was on. Well, I had taken some mushrooms. I cried, dude.
That's why he took mushrooms.
I wept when he beat him. I started weeping, dude. Isn't that insane? I was so into
dude. It's crazy. It's crazy watching fights on mushrooms.
I felt like I willed him to win the fight.
Yes, you're on mushrooms.
Yes, and I started weeping when he won.
Somehow you rooting for him, like it affected what was going to happen. You're intense. Your wishes, you're like you're wishing and for him to win.
Yeah,
the second time. So I was right there with you. The second fight, I had put a lot of money against him.
What an idiot!
I did, but wait a minute though. I thought there's no way. I thought unless he stops Connor, he's not going to win a decision. There's no way he wins a decision. And I knew the UFC really wanted Connor to win. I thought he was going to get cut. They were going to stop the fight. So that night I was gambling and drinking with some people who were not the type of people you'd want to run up a big debt on. And so I had ran up a pretty big debt that I couldn't cover. And I was really getting nervous. And so before that fight happened, I already couldn't cover the debt that I ran up. So basically, I made one more bet on that fight because of the fact that I had a debt that I couldn't cover. I was forced to make a decision to save my life. And I thought there's no fucking way that Dana White is going to let...
You're a hero. You're a gambling hero.
that there's no way Dana White is going to let fucking Nate Diaz win this fight. So I bet my life against him because my life was on the line. And I won. So, but
you're real loosey goosey with your life, man. I just want to let you know that, like, you play.
Well, it would have been bad if I told those guys that I had ran the debt up against that I couldn't cover this tonight. There could have been some big trouble for me. It could have been bad, but it wasn't. It wasn't. And then they had to pay. And then instead of me getting killed, they had to pay me. So it was pretty good the way that it worked out.
Yeah. That is, I never ran into serious gambling debt. I've gambled a little bit online, but I just don't have the courage to gamble money I don't have.
Well, sometimes when you're drinking and you're excited and you're doing other things with the drinking that's influencing your mind, you make decisions that you maybe normally wouldn't have made otherwise.
Yeah, right. I mean, that kind of makes sense what you're saying.
But it all worked out in the end. Sometimes you got to have balls to make a tough decision.
Yeah, like moving out of Stockton. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't know about all that.
That was the best. The best thing I ever did.
That remains to be seen.
Listen, we're back, and it was the best thing that ever happened. 100%. 100%.
The story's not written yet.
The two best things that ever happened for California are that I left and Joe Rogan left. Those two things.
And this because in Memphis you don't have to pay taxes. It doesn't mean that you made a good decision.
I know, but I live in America now, dude. You live in like China-fornia.
I live where the Beach Boys lived.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And
So
everybody,
impressive.
nobody, does anybody ever say, "Hey, I want to go bang some Memphis, Tennessee girls"? No, everybody wants to get their dick wet with California girls.
Yeah, but the California girls aren't California girls now. They're from fucking everywhere else. Come on now.
That's not true.
That's true.
No, it's
Come
not.
on. Yeah, he said, no, it's not. It's not true.
Hey, listen, you're going to come back. You're from Stockton. It's going to suck you back in.
I'm going to come back and visit. I'm coming back in January.
January? Well, what? January what?
January 18th. I'm teaching a seminar at 10P SAC on the 20th.
We're going to spar.
January 20th. I'm bringing my stand-up coach with me, Blake.
I'll get my stand-up coach. You get your stand-up coach, and we'll see what's up.
Listen, dude, if I go full contact with you, you are going to regret it. Okay? Because
I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
Listen, you got your little fucking weird little mustache thing going. I'm not impressed or fooled one bit by it.
Listen, I will break your back and humble you.
No, you won't. I will be camel clutching you this time. You want to know why? Because you're old and you let yourself go, and I didn't. That's why. I've been consistently training BJJ.
Show your arm. Show your arm right now. Show it. Show it.
Nothing.
Show it. Show your arm right now. Show it.
Look, were you just trying to show
That's not a man that let himself go. I'll pull my dick out right now. I swear to God, we'll have a dick measuring contest. I'm still the man. I will still break your fucking back and humble you. I will make your wife wonder why she ever married you in the first place. I will take your manhood away from you.
You couldn't take my bag. Those days are gone.
Break your back.
There's a new boss in town. When I come back to town, you will obase yourself to me. You will get down on the ground. You won't even be able to actually look me in the eye because my eyes will be so bright.
I will
That's
slap
what's
you
going
in
to
the
happen.
face. I'll kill you with my cock.
Mike Tyson told that guy, "I'll fuck you till you love me."
Till you love me. Like, you might not like it at first,
but
after a while, you're gonna learn how.
God damn it, this is pretty fucking good.
You might at first.
That guy.
He's not going to stop, so I might as well just loosen up a little bit and learn how to like it.
Never one time did any regular dude go do that. Like, like he fucked me. And then I was like, I like that guy. He's a nice guy.
Well, no, what happened, like Mike's done this before is why he said that. He knows. Eventually, when you accept the fact that I took your manhood away from you, you're gonna start enjoying it.
Yeah. What was that? I don't know what you just did right there. Shit. What's that?
Just edit that part out. That part where I said about taking someone's manhood until they'll eventually start liking it.
I'm not editing that out. No, I'm not. Now what?
There's a case I'm fighting right now. No, never mind. Don't want to talk about that. Never mind. Edit that out too.
So listen, man.
Sometimes you gotta show somebody what's up.
I have to tell you this, Matt, for real though. I went back and listened to some old episodes this week because I was worried I wouldn't be able to talk on the microphone again when we got back on here. Like, it would feel weird. You know what I mean? Like,
no, did you really worry that? Yes. There's something wrong with you. There's something fucking wrong with you. What is wrong with you?
Talk again and record it. Let everyone listen.
You make every fucking thing more complicated than what it really is.
So listen.
Everything.
So I went back and I started listening to the old episodes, and some of them were really legitimately funny. Like, I really laughed at some of the stuff.
What is your favorite one?
I don't think I have a favorite episode. I have some favorite moments from the episode, though.
Mine was when I got over so much on you. You broke the headphones and stormed out of there and tried to throw me out of your house.
Well, that is a classic. Just a little bit. That's good. Just top it off. That's a classic episode.
Because you were so passionate about Stockton PD.
Well, no, this is what happened. And I constantly have to explain myself.
I got you so good.
I was real stressed out, like really gunning it to the max, man. Like not getting sleep, working long ass days, hustling the podcast, and Matt came over like 5 a.m. We were going to record a show because we were maniacs. We were doing it like anytime we could fit it in, we would do it. And I told him, I looked him in the eye and I said, please don't fuck with me today. Something doesn't feel right with my brain. I don't feel right today.
I said,
I said, don't fuck with me today. Please don't do it. And you know what this guy did? He doubled down until I totally lost it. I broke my best fucking headphones that day too, man.
Listen though, let's stop for a second, because throughout time space, you have always tried to get me going, and I've always tried to get you going. And the biggest joy in life is if I can get you going, or you can get me going.
I know.
And so I got you going, and you've got me going many times. When you found something that would piss me off, and you needle, poke, and I go off, and you love it. But when it happened to you, instead of being a man about it, you broke your headphones and threw me out of your house.
I did. I made it.
Pick your headphones up. You threw them on the ground. No, but that's how it happened, because I didn't leave. I refused to leave because you were not going to throw me out of your house. I sat there for about 20 minutes, and then I walked out.
20 minutes. He did not sit there for 20 minutes.
At least. You didn't throw me out of your house. I left on my own.
I'm muting you. You're getting muted. You don't get to talk right now. This fucking guy is telling a big, gigantic lie. And because I'm the boss of the podcast, I'm going to put him on quiet. He's lying. He stayed for about 6 minutes. Then he came back. Okay, now you're off. You're back.
Well, 6 minutes is still defying your orders, saying that get out of my house. I said no. And I sat there extra long, intentionally, just so you knew I wasn't leaving because you said.
He doesn't like that I kicked him out of my house. It really grinds his gears. Dude, I was at a party one time.
Well, like I said, you were being a real baby. You're being a real baby.
Probably Ernest did a lot of things that were really fucking funny. They were very uncomfortable. Like if this is the first time you've heard this show, if you go to insidebjj.com, you could go back and listen to all of them. And there's like
still got to pay $2 a month.
No, it's just free. You can just listen to all of them.
Oh, now you can go for free.
370 shows. And Ernest was a co-host on the show for a lot of shows. And he did some shit that was so off the wall, like during the show, that would throw you off so bad. But when you go back and listen to it now, it's a little bit funny, you know, especially if you were there. But I went back and listened to some of the stuff, and I thought it was pretty good. It was funny.
Well, it wasn't bad.
It wasn't too bad. I thought it was pretty good stuff. It was reasonable. It was open, and I was having a good time with it. And I realized that when COVID happened, it fucked everything up in my head. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
Like yeah, I really did. I bugged out. I moved. I know. I left.
You thought the world was going to end.
Yes,
I bugged out. You like, oh, the world's going to end. Let me leave my cousin because the world's going to end. We'll leave him to fend for himself.
Oh, yeah,
We go fuck cows in Memphis.
Everyone's got to stay back and take care of me. Yeah, come on now. Shut up. You know what I'm gonna do when I see you?
You know what? I can't wait till I see you. I can't wait.
Dude. I am gonna.
I have a boxing ring in my garage.
I have a boxing ring and I wrestle all the time.
No, I know you like hitting mitts. You like to hit mitts.
I really train with other people. I really do.
You got a little baby boxing coach.
I'm not out there doing prearranged matches with Michael.
You know what? After I beat your ass, I'm going to go beat your boxing coach's ass too because of you. Not because of him. Not because of him. Because of you.
Who's your boxing coach?
I have several. I have one is Toby Flores and Felipe.
Okay. Oh, a bunch of guys I'm not going to go fight because they're old men that I respect. Come on.
Both those guys would fuck you up. And they probably fucked me up too, to be honest. Toby would fuck you up, bro. Toby was the first boxing blue belt when it meant something to have a blue belt in Stockton.
Doesn't Toby have trouble with his eye?
Well, do you have trouble with yours? You got glasses on. You can't see without them.
Isn't that what? No, I like Toby. I met Toby. Toby's the guy that talks like this, right? Isn't that
Toby?
No,
you throw the punch.
Yeah, Toby is not talking like this. You throw the punch. Yeah, no, Toby trained jiu-jitsu a little bit.
He was a fucking blue belt when no one had a blue belt. He was a top 10. Listen to me. Four Eyes.
He was a blue belt. Okay.
Listen to me, Kenny Florin. He was a blue belt when no one had a blue belt, and he was a top 10. He was a top 10 boxer on
He's a blue
ESPN.
belt now when everyone has one. So what's the diff? No, I get you, man. No, I'm just fucking with you. I'm fucking. Listen, Matt. I'm gonna humble you. You will base yourself to
You're not
me.
gonna humble me.
I'll take the rightful spot as the
This is
leader of
what
the
happened.
family.
I'm gonna hit you one time. I'm gonna hit you one. I'm the tribal chief. I'm the tribal chief. I am the tribal chief. Don't make me do. Don't make me do what I'm gonna do. Don't make me do it.
You won't
Don't make me do it.
I will
make your children wish you weren't their father. I will make your wife wish she never married you.
That your stomach
I will humble you. I will humble you.
You won't do it. I'll flatten your nose worse than it's already flattened. That's what I'm going to do to you.
You see that Jew nose that you have?
You think you hate you hate your ex-wife? You're going to hate me when I'm done with you, dude. You're going to love me. I'm going to beat you till you love me.
Your wife is going to thank me after I humble you.
It's going to send you a thank you letter.
I'm going to send you back to her, and you're going to do everything she says from here on out.
Dear Matt Freeman, thank you so much. I do want to spar with you, though. I think it'll be fun. Hey, I want to ask you a question, totally off topic, but I know you'll have something to say.
Are we going to switch gears?
The rivalry between you and I right now
is
getting to the heights of. Did you know that Michael Jackson and Prince had a big rivalry?
Did
you know this?
I didn't.
Yes, dude.
They didn't like each other?
They did not like each other. Can you believe it?
There's was better?
A famous well, I'm going to say Michael Jackson because every asshat in the world when Prince died said, he's the greatest musician of our time. I got so tired.
Yeah, but Prince never touched no kids, though.
Yeah.
Valid point.
Yeah, but Michael Jackson could dance better. So
that's a fair point, too.
Okay,
don't waste your time.
Dave, listen to this story. I heard this story.
Because the goddamn girl is mine.
I don't know if I heard this or if I read it.
But listen, more than
James Brown was doing a show in the early 80s, and Michael Jackson was in the audience, and he was super.
I love to make love.
And he brought him up on the stage, and Michael Jackson did this whole fucking thing, and the crowd went wild. And then Prince was in the audience, so he brought Prince up on the stage. And Prince grabbed the guitar and started playing and was doing some wild shit. But listen, the crowd can't buy into both guys. It buys into one guy or the other. And they already bought into Michael, so they weren't going to buy into Prince. So then Prince at the end was like, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to swing on this chandelier light thing and like be all crazy.
That really happened? Are you serious?
Yes, there's video of it. And when he swung on it, the
wow.
light broke. And he
wow, I want to see this. Jamie, play the video.
I think we can cue. You might be able to pull YouTube up.
Tell Jamie to play the video.
I can find it. Let me see if I can.
Tell Jamie. Where's Jamie at?
Michael Jackson.
Jamie, play the video.
Prince video. Did you find it? He probably already found it. He's really fast.
Andrew, if this was a Joe Rogan podcast, Jamie would have found it already.
Jamie would have already had the whole thing.
Jamie would have found it. Well, he had Joe Rogan's dick in his mouth.
Oh my god. I think I found one. Can I send you the link, Andrew?
You found it before him. See, you got to listen. You got to put this guy in his place. You got to choke him out. You got to really put some. You got to get him on the mat and get extra English on all your shit for this.
Andrew's a pretty decent human.
Crossface him really hard. Crossface him hard.
Okay, I need you to be quiet just for a second. I know it's hard.
Nobody wants to hear quiet on a fucking show. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I recently joined forces.
Oh. What is this shit? That's not Prince.
There we go. Skip it.
I am going to go ahead and skip it.
Okay, here we go.
Let's give another standing ovation for a young man sitting behind you that you have no idea who's in the audience.
Check this out.
Michael Jackson. No, Michael Jackson.
Wow.
Michael Jackson.
He's got his old school purple outfit on.
He was still black too.
He was like, look at the guy with the hat on behind him. Pause it.
That was before Michael did. That was before Michael did whiteface.
Who's the guy? You paused it too late. God damn it. Who's the guy with the safari hat on behind you?
Wait, I didn't see that. I just saw Michael. I was like,
rewind it.
You can't.
Look at the guy with the hat. Okay.
That's Tito Ortiz with a safari hat.
That's a bold fucking move. Like, hey, where James Brown I heard Michael Jackson's going to be there. I'm going to wear my safari hat.
Look at Michael. It's before Michael did.
Fellows.
That's before Michael did Whiteface.
Is this Louis C.K. right here?
That is ridiculous.
Is it really?
Yeah, right. No, come on.
I thought it was.
Look at Michael. That looks like a Michael impersonator.
Michael's looking for all the kids.
Hey, Matt, I didn't know you sponsored this.
You think he's nervous?
Michael, he might be. That's James Brown. Shit.
Just grab that man by his face.
I love you, baby. Carol, I love you.
I'm feeling it.
I love you.
God damn, Michael Jackson was so
I feel like making love to my girl right now.
He was so good.
I feel like making love to my girl right now. Man, I would sell my soul to the devil to be able to moonwalk like that.
No shit. Okay.
Where's Prince?
Now watch. He's gonna bring him up.
Man, poor Prince. How does he follow that?
Give him a big round of applause because he just insisted that I introduce Prince. He's here. Prince.
He's like, where
How do you
at?
follow Michael Jackson?
Prince, where you at? I can't see you, you short motherfucker. He's walking out on his high heels. I'm coming, James.
No, he was putting his high heels on before he got announced.
I'm finishing my mascara, motherfucker. I'm not ready. Come on. Here he comes on a fucking horse. Got Hulk Hogan carrying him out.
That was
We gotta do something. He's like, oh shit.
You gotta do something. You gotta follow that. You gotta follow that motherfucker. Well, I can't say what he.
Okay, Prince has got the guitar. He's like, y'all know Purple Rain? They're like, no. Y'all never heard that? Anybody got Percocet?
Yeah. He said, I can't wait. He said, I'm gonna die before they come out with fentanyl.
Here he
He's not even
comes.
playing nothing. What's he doing?
Look at James Brown just smiling in the background.
He's jacking off. Look at he's jacking off on stage.
It's really cool that the timestamp is covering his playing.
This is why Prince beats Michael. Michael can't play the guitar. And Prince banged hotter chicks. And now Prince is fucking his guitar.
Now he took it off. I don't think Prince was that great.
I think he was. You
I
take
think
his
he's
pants
overrated.
off now.
Look at him. I could have whooped Prince's ass in a fight.
I like Prince.
Who would win, Michael or Prince? Look at that. The way that was some James Brown shit right there. Dude, that was real James Brown. The way he kicked that
Hold
fucking
on.
stand.
Pause it. Just a second. Hang on. Listen. Under no circumstances would Prince ever beat Michael Jackson. That is the fucking
In a
king of
fight?
pop you're talking
In a
about.
fight?
There's no goddamn way Prince beats him.
Can Michael play guitar? No.
Michael
Can he
would.
play guitar like Prince?
Fuck,
No. Prince
would.
dances as good as Michael.
You're out of your goddamn mind, dude.
How many girls did Michael bang?
How many kids did
How
Prince
many
have?
girls? How many girls did Prince
have?
bang?
Michael has kids. Does Prince have kids?
Prince probably has a lot of them. You just don't know about them.
You don't know. You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. You're just an old fool.
Who got,
stalker.
who
You
got
don't know
more
nothing.
pussy? Who got more pussy? That's what it's all about. Is who got the most pussy?
Depends
Prince or
on how you
Michael?
define that nowadays. Listen, dude. Listen,
Back then, they
Michael
didn't have pronouns. They didn't have stuff like that back then. That
Michael
became
kicks
later.
Prince's ass all day long. Okay, play it up.
Prince only has one child, by the way.
Michael can't even throw a karate kick.
Are you kidding? Stop it. Stop it. That's his main move. His
He doesn't
main
know
fucking
karate.
move.
That's
He
not
goes,
a very good
"Hoo,"
kick,
and he
though.
goes, "Hoo," and he grabs his crotch and he throws a fucking kick. He would kick your old ass. You wouldn't be able to block it.
He's dead.
He'd
Look,
shut your leg down. He'd give you a limp
I
leg.
could do all the drugs Michael did and
He'd
not
give you
die.
a limp leg, and then he'd have his way with you.
Man, he can't
Start
even
it up.
handle fit.
Do you
He
think
can't even handle
MJ
something.
is a calf kicker?
MJ for sure is a back calf.
You couldn't
kicker.
even handle fentanyl.
No, that was Prince, dum dum. You're making my argument for me.
No, that wasn't.
Start it up. Michael did propofol. Different. Look at Prince.
Look at, I'm getting turned on right now watching this,
Yeah.
You and me
and I'm not even
Duh.
gay. Michael never made me feel this way.
Look at him. Watch when he swings on the lights.
You don't have to watch Dynasty.
I'm pretty stoked about this portion of the podcast.
He don't even know what to do. He's trying to think of something to do. Oh. Wait. He broke the fucking light, dude. Okay. That's good.
Well,
Damn.
listen,
He leaned on that light. He's
He-
like, I don't know what to do.
I
I'll
say,
lay on the light.
I
The light
say,
just broke.
I say Prince won. I say he won.
I wish you were smarter. That's the one thing that
I
bothers
say
me.
Prince won. I wish. Wait, I was smarter. What are you trying to say? That you're smart?
You're way smarter than me.
Because you have
Hey,
glasses on. You just wear glasses.
Do you want to go over the message boards on Reddit? Andrew pulled up some threads. I don't know if they're any good.
Let's do it.
Listen, I don't know if they're good, so I can't vouch for them. I know when I did them, I did good stuff. I didn't fuck around with low quality threads. I did good stuff, and I don't know if the stuff he did was good. It was his first time. I didn't ask him to do it. He just went off and did. I got some threads, and so he read them. They sounded mediocre, but I want to give him an opportunity to thrive, to be just like the opportunity I gave to you, Matt. I want to give to him. So we're gonna bang these message board threads.
Whoa.
We used to have a fucking music for it, right? I think we used to have like maybe what's that top one?
We'd like to present.
That ain't it. I don't think that's it either.
Bang.
That ain't it for sure.
What is that?
That'll work. Oh shit! Welcome back to the Inside BJ
Bang,
podcast.
bang.
We took no breaks.
We did not.
Oh,
We went straight to it.
So before we get to the Reddit boards,
Yeah.
knowing that you two are wicked in wrestling, and I just
Oh,
I
what
got
happened?
nothing against it, but I never came up with it. I looked up the top 25 greatest wrestlers of all time ranked
wow.
Okay.
on bleacherreport.com. I think the article's from this year or last year. I want you guys to guess who the top 3 wrestlers are.
Top
Of all
3
time?
on Bleacher.
Out of 25, I want you to guess who the top 3 are and why. And I'll get to you. I'll do the top 3 for you.
Wait, can we do? Okay, I
Wait,
like this
wait.
idea. First, hold on. You stop.
I need another beer.
Wait. Okay,
I
go
need
get a
another
beer.
beer.
Well,
All right,
you go
you
get
guys-
a beer.
You guys
I'm gonna
discuss
talk
all
about
this.
Okay.
I don't like you talking while I'm gone, though.
Don't worry. I'm gonna actually remove you from the camera view while you're gone.
Ban
Okay.
from chat, Alt F4.
First
Thanks
of all,
for
we're gonna do this. This is what I think we should do. We should do top 5.
top 5.
Can we do top 5?
We can do top 5 because I'm already on the page.
Okay.
I am not going to share. it
Can you
with
send me that link? Yeah.
I am not going to share it with you while we're guessing because that would defeat the purpose.
Okay. What I think, I think that I know 2 of the 5. I think for sure.
You think you know shit.
I think I know 4 of the 5.
You think you knew 4 of the 5.
I think I know all 5. Maybe.
I'm sure that you're aware of them, but I guarantee that you don't know the order. Like
I'm-
I guarantee you that number 1 is going to piss you off.
The best wrestler.
I am positive you'll guess at least 3, but the top 2, like number 1 and number 2, are probably going to make you upset because you're from a different era, which is a very polite way to say you're kind of older.
Okay. First of all, you're a fucking idiot.
Don't touch my Percocet.
Second of all, do you have any
Percocet?
Did you like my Prince Percocet joke? I felt like that was so good.
I've been with you this entire podcast until you said that you preferred MJ over Prince.
How? You know what? Hold on. We have a studio audience here today. We're going to bring them into it.
They are both 13 years old. They don't know who.
Listen, how in the fucking world could you ever say that Prince is better than Michael Jackson?
In every world I occupy every day.
Okay, in one album, Michael Jackson has more top 10 hits than Prince.
But Prince is better.
Oh my
Taylor
God.
Swift is very popular, and her music, in my opinion, sucks.
You know
like
that
Prince.
Michael Jackson wrote his songs, right? You know that. Just
Yeah.
because Quincy Jones like architected him, Michael had the sound.
You could tell that James Brown liked him better
because he was better.
Prince. Yeah, you're right.
No, he didn't like Prince. He was like, "Do something, Prince. You're making everyone nervous."
No. So he was very formal with MJ, and MJ touched his fucking face. Another grown man. That's weird. First of all. Second, Prince came up, gave James Brown, the man, by the way, a bro hug. We can play the tape.
Hey, Big M,
I agree.
back. Okay,
I'm with you.
I'm with you. Prince is the man.
I think that like James Brown, he had banged so many chicks that like Michael was like a little chick to him, but Prince was like a real man to him. He treated Prince like a man. He treated Michael like a chick.
Correct.
You could be right about that, but Michael Jackson's still better than Prince. And he would beat Prince's ass because he could kick better than Prince. You guys are so wrong.
Michael had no strength.
How has Prince fooled you? His goddamn name is Prince. How has he fooled you this long? This fucking long. Have you guys been paying attention to his outfits, his clothing, his makeup,
Prince,
his better music,
his hand gloves, his high heels, his tiny ass stature? Do I need to keep going?
Prince performed. Listen to me.
He wrote like
when Jesse
3
the
good
Body,
songs.
I want you to shut up. I'm going to make a very good point why Prince is the best. When Jesse the Body hosted Tuesday Night Titans, he had Prince perform.
Okay, you got me there. He did. You're right. All right, let's move forward. Here's
the top 5 wrestlers of all time.
We're going
ranked.
We're going
top
5.
By BleacherReport.com.
No, Matt. Don't look it up. Don't cheat. I haven't cheated.
I'm not going to look it up.
This is what we got to do. You got to say yours, and I got to say mine, and then you got to.
Am I going to say what I think that Bleacher was, or who I think the top 5 are?
Why would you say what you think?
My
Bleacher
top
is?
5. Well,
Nobody cares what you think. What Bleacher?
Are we trying to predict what they put or what we think?
So here's the thing. While you were grabbing another beverage, I'm assuming, because here's the thing. I told Tim that I didn't come up with wrestling. I got nothing against it, but I'm a very casual. I have a very casual awareness of it. So Bleacher Report is.
That's why you're stupid. You don't know shit. Go ahead.
Among other things. So the top 5, I'm assuming, I told Tim, I'm assuming that the first 2 are going to piss you guys off because I assume you're from another era.
That's offensive.
That's
old. Ageism.
You're old. So let's start at number 5. Out of 25 of all time, who do you think Bleacher Report, or who would you say? You could pick
I'm gonna
either.
write these down. Why don't we both give our picks? Like he'll give his 5 and I'll give my 5.
Think of 5 of your dudes and put them in order from 5th to 1st. And we'll start at 5, descending order.
And I want the studio audience to do the same thing too, because I know Blake loves pro wrestling. I'm gonna put mine down, who I think they are.
Studio audience is in chat. Top 5. And you can either, I mean, if you want to, Big MF, you can figure out who you might think Bleacher Report put.
Bleacher. I'm gonna go Bleacher's top 5.
So Tim, are you doing personal top 5?
Well, why wouldn't I do personal? Why would you? Nobody gives a fuck what I.
Personal is a lot different because personal is a preference.
Let's go for personal.
Okay,
I'll do my personal.
Who's the top 5 in your heart, Big MF?
Give us your number 5. Give us your number 5.
So who's the number
5? Oh my God, number 5. That is really hard. I'm gonna say
Marty Jannetty. I think Phil Baroni's the 5th best wrestler.
Marty was pretty good, actually, but
Is he top 5?
Fuck.
I think it's
No.
CJ Dirt.
CJ's pretty good too. I'm gonna say number 5, Brock Lesnar.
Okay.
Brock Lesnar is not even in the
Okay.
top
Don't
5.
tell it. Don't reveal anything yet, though, because
I'm
I gotta
missing
get
my-
my
this-
5. I gotta say my number 5.
Who's number 5?
Number.
Is it Brock Lesnar?
Stop, Matt.
What's
Hold
your-
on. It's my turn. My number 5, but don't tell
You
us
don't
until
know.
the
You
end.
don't know anything about wrestling.
I don't.
My number 5 is Ric Flair. Who's your number 5, Blake?
I can't hear
Punk.
Blake.
He says CM Punk.
So we have Brock Lesnar.
I'll unmute the studio audience.
Look in my eyes. What do you see?
Go ahead, Andrew.
So Blake, studio audience said CM Punk. Tim says, what was that again?
Ric Flair.
Ric Flair.
You said Ric Flair. Big MF said
I
what
said
now?
Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar.
Number 5.
No, don't tell us, because what
Okay.
if he's at my number 3?
So let's go number 4.
I was sorry. No, I knew. So, number 4.
Who is the 4th best wrestler?
You guys
of all
could
time?
never be on a game show.
You can go fuck off, you stupid bitch.
Yeah, I could have 5 on my fingers. Go ahead, Matt.
Um.
You're up there.
Number 4.
I know,
number
that's how
4,
I
number
am.
4.
I love
This is
this
my-
period of my
It's
life
not a bug.
because
it's
I
a
get to let the
feature.
monster out.
It's a feature.
It's
who I am.
my number 4 is Adrian Adonis.
Adrian, what now?
What a
Yep,
stupid
that's my number
wasted
4.
pick.
Listen,
Wasted your
listen.
pick.
As this man in the 80s was so dedicated to wrestling, he wasn't even gay, and he told the world he was gay when it was not okay to be gay.
That is true.
He headlined all over the world and pretended to be gay when it was bad to be gay back then, and he did it. He put on bows in his hair. He put on those, what are those things? Those leg warmers, and he went by the name Adorable Adrian in the 80s when Reagan was president, and you got no rights if you were gay. He was a
I'll
heel
give you
because
that.
he was gay.
I'll give you that.
If he
Okay.
was gay, it would have been one thing, but he was straight and he played a gay guy.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
For
And
sure. Tim, what's
he
your
had
guess?
so much
Okay.
fucking heat.
Okay, yeah, I know. You got to shut Matt up. My number 4 is going to be Andre the Giant.
Andre the Giant. Great guess.
Yeah,
Blake,
yeah.
what do you think? Studio audience. Number 4, best wrestler of all time. Okay. So we have Stone Cold.
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Okay,
We have suspensesound.exe.
there you go. Okay.
And who did you say, Big MF?
I said Adrian Adonis.
Adrian Adonis.
Okay.
So
Adorable
3.
Adrian.
Okay, who's your number 3 pick, Matt? Oh, go. You run it, man.
Man,
I'm
this
sorry.
is tough.
who's number 3?
Man, that was getting harder because there's so many good people.
3rd best of all time. Bronze medal wrestler of all time.
Hey, when the music ends, you got to give your pick, dude. Come on.
I'm thinking,
fucking-
motherfucker. This is tough. This is not easy. I don't understand any
Paul
Jabroni's name out there. I'm
can
going to
only
say
name
Paul
5
Mr. Wonderful
wrestlers, so
Orndorff. Paul Orndorff.
I knew it. I knew he would do it.
Paul
I
it's
knew
the
it.
wonderful,
Mr.
wacky
Wonderful Orndorff.
Waldorf.
Okay, it's my turn now.
Tim?
My pick,
Third
and
of all time.
I'll give my answer prompt as soon as the music ends because I know how this works.
.exe.
Hulk Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. Okay. Studio audience live from inside the DJ studio. The Rock.
The Rock. Blake
Very
goes
popular.
with the Rock.
Okay. It's getting trepidatious around
Okay.
here. Big MF, number 2 wrestler of all time.
Number 2, Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. So we got a little rivalry going. That was Tim's 4th pick, 3rd pick.
Now it's my number
5.
2. Number 2 pick. Number 4 pick. Yep. Number 4 pick.
Okay, so Tim, 2nd best wrestler of all time.
The second best
Silver
wrestler
medal.
of all time. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What? That's the only reference I know.
Studio audience.
Silver medal wrestler of all time. Ric Flair. That's a weird. We got 3 Ric Flairs in different positions.
How could you
For
not?
number 2.
I mean, I get
Wow.
it.
Okay, number one,
Number
Matt.
one wrestler of all time, Big MF.
If you're talking pro wrestling, there could only be one number one. That's Hulk Hogan.
Hulk,
Colin.
the Hulkster
You can't-
Hogan.
He's got it. Hulk wrestling is nowhere without Hulk Hogan. Period. Hulk Hogan is the
Wrestling.
greatest wrestler that ever lived.
Okay.
I'm surprised that he didn't say like Doink the Clown.
Fucking suspense.
Doink was really good.
The greatest wrestler
Gold
of
medal.
all time is the one and only The Rock.
The Rock.
It's undisputed. It's unquestionable.
It's raw.
No.
He is the listen up, motherfucker. He's the only one that was the WWE champ and was a Hollywood motherfucking bona fide A-list star. Hulk Hogan didn't do it. Nobody gave a goddamn motherfucking shit about Hulk Hogan in the movies. They laughed at his ass. They laughed him out of town. Fucking that other jabroni that goes, you can't see me. Well, we also can't see your movies because nobody gives a fuck about them because they suck. John Cena, nobody cares. The only people in wrestling that we care about is The Rock. He's the best of all time. He is number one. There's no other way he's not number one.
No,
Very
listen. No.
You want to
Hey,
retaliate?
you already gave your pick, so it's the
No,
audience's
you're wrong.
turn.
You're completely wrong. You're an idiot. I'm ashamed of you're my cousin. We have the same last name. I'm ashamed.
Shots fired. Live studio audience. The number one gold medal wrestler of all time. The Hulkster.
Wait, sorry. I'm so late on the music.
So suspense plus answer already.
Okay.
So we got two
Wow.
Hulksters for number one and then The Rock for number one. Am I right?
Okay, so you're gonna have to tell us who
So-
the real winner is. now.
Okay, so starting at number 5,
Yes.
everyone was wrong about every single pick except one of yours, Tim.
Oh shit, because I know what's up.
Wow, you don't know shit.
Okay,
You know, dude.
who's number 5?
I am actually trying to get this on screen for everybody to enjoy. Starting at number 5. So I'm actually surprised that no one picked this dude for any of
Who is it? You gonna fucking give us the answer?
I
man?
am currently pasting it into fucking tab. All right, so number 5. I was supposed to scroll down all the way. Was Macho Man Randy
Oh
Wow.
shit! We all forgot about him. God
I
damn
can't
it!
I'm cool with that.
You know what?
Oh yeah.
I feel like I owe an apology to Macho Man Savage and his brother Leaping Lanny Poffo. Please forgive me for that.
you, including the studio audience.
That was a major fuck up.
No one guessed the
I
Macho
can't
Man.
believe we didn't guess Macho Man.
Not once did it come up.
Okay, what's next?
Okay, so what was your number 5, Tim?
My number 5 was Ric Flair.
And Big MF said Brock Les.
Yeah.
Wrongo bongo.
Okay, what's next?
Number 4, Ric Flair. You were off by 1, Tim.
Oh shit! Number 4 is Ric Flair. That makes sense. I could see that. He's in the top 5 for
I'm
sure.
going to point out the studio audience said CM Punk. Don't know where that came from.
Wow.
Number 3.
Number 3,
Hulkster
Hulk Hogan. I was right.
was number 3. And by the way,
So
I
far-
did. Go ahead.
We've all had Hulkster and Ric Flair in our top 5.
Correct. You
But I
are
actually
think-
got it right. I got it right. Dum dum.
You
Oh yeah,
did
because
get
Bleacher
number
knows
3
so
right.
much. Because Bleacher knows so much.
Okay, what's
Belcher.
next? So that's 1 point
So-
for me.
so-
I have a point right now.
You were the only one who won. I'm
Hey,
going to tell you that right now.
Okay, so this guy doesn't know how podcasts work because he just gave the finale away. But
Well, no, I did start. I prefaced this with
you won.
you old dudes from a different era are probably going to be upset
Okay.
about the next 2.
Let's
So
hear
in
it.
the top 2 silver and
Give us
gold
number
medal
2.
Olympic wrestlers are going to be
What's the answer?
The Undertaker.
Oh
I mean,
shit! I
I'm
forgot
cool with
about the
that. I mean,
Undertaker.
yeah, I mean, that's a very good number 2.
You know what?
You think so?
This is my beef
Yes.
with Undertaker.
I knew you.
Let me just say this. Let me say this. I like the Undertaker's gimmick, but as a wrestler, his tombstone finishing move was like a fucking bullshit dumbass pile driver. It wasn't even good. It was dumb.
Like a rock bottom was good. That's not a good finisher. If you want to talk about finishers, my Paul Orndorff's finisher was the best finisher.
Yes, he
Pile
had
driver.
a
Real pile driver. A real pile driver. A real pile driver, you stupid fucking cuck.
Listen, the best finisher was the elbow smash off the top rope. Randy Macho Man Savage has the best finish of all time. That's the
pile
fucking
driver.
finish.
Did you ever see anybody? Did you
Nobody
ever see?
gives a fuck. Look, you have a hard on for Paul Orndorff. You've had a hard on for him since he was 6.
Cocksucker. Did you ever see anybody leave the ring in a stretcher because of his elbow smash?
Who? You can't
No
wrestling folklore, dumb.
No, nobody ever got put on a stretcher over an elbow smash. You get dropped on your head on a pile driver.
You guys,
let's hear number one.
You guys all.
I've taken both maneuvers. I'd really take an elbow smash and a pile driver.
You guys all guessed
Paul Orndorff pile driver.
I heard Ric Flair.
Okay.
I heard the Hulkster.
Let's hear number one.
I'll give you a hint. It's not The Rock. Do you want to guess who number one is real quick?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What do you think, Big MF?
Number one? Fuck. I say Hulk. You were complaining about how we wouldn't like it. I'm gonna say Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Studio audience, do you have a guess? John Cena. Okay. All right. Suspense.exe. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Oh,
I'm not mad at that.
You know what? So let's just say this. Who won the wrestling game? Who won? Who scored a point?
It's about opinions.
Hold on. Everybody raise your hand.
Wait a minute.
My hand's
Wait a
up.
minute.
Oh, look. The studio audience's hand isn't up. Andrew's hand's not up. He don't know nothing about wrestling.
I don't know dick for
you know
shit.
whose hand's not up? The guy that fucking wwrestles. His hand's not up either because he didn't get a goddamn fucking point in wrestling.
That wasn't the game. That wasn't the game. That wasn't the game.
You are not the champion.
The game was your personal best 5.
No, the game was, can you get it right? And you got it wrong.
No, I went my personal best 5. It wasn't the Bleachers or Belchers or Tim Belchers or whatever. It was, who was your personal favorite top 5? That's my personal favorite. I have talents that you don't know about. There are special things about me that you don't know.
It's my big dick. Oh man, dude.
It's my big dick. I say when it's time to fuck. You want to touch it? It's 10. To see it is 10. Touch it is 20.
Matt, can you pull up his stuff that he's trying to plug? I want to remind everybody real quick.
Absolutely.
Before we cut out here, it's been a really awesome time talking to you. Real great, Matt. Real good seeing you again. I want to make sure that our listeners check out our Guardian Gym. It's a jiu-jitsu scholarship where we're having kids in the Nashville area train jiu-jitsu for free that can't afford it. Go to 10th Planet Nashville. Go to this website, 10pnashville.com/guardian, 10pnashville.com/guardian. You can click on the donate link. All of that money, 100% of that donation is goes to the Guardian Gym. It's a 501c3 nonprofit, fully tax deductible write-off, and all of that money goes towards paying for kids to train jiu-jitsu in the Nashville area. So if you could help me with that, I would super appreciate that. If you're in Stockton or Nashville, come check out 10th Planet Stockton, 10th Planet Nashville. Also, a couple things. I'm wearing a Everyday Jiu-Jitsu t-shirt. Check that out. That's the shit.
Not on mic.
If you go to bjjeveryday.com, you can check him out. And then Andrew is repping, he created this cultist brand I want to put up right here. You see that? That's a pretty dope shirt. It's one of my favorite sweatshirts right now. What's the link where they could get that?
If you go to cultist.apparel on Instagram, my store link is in the bio. And right now, everything that you buy from Cultist from now until Christmas and New Year's all the profit will be donated to Guardian Gym in Nashville.
That's pretty dope.
That's a good gimmick.
Yep.
That is a gimmick. He called it a gimmick. You know
it's
what,
a tax write-off. Come on. You're writing your taxes off. I'm not stupid.
Hey, Matt, what's going on with you? What do you got coming up next?
First of all, if you're in the 209 area, We got the we got the 209 Dragons Den. You message me on Instagram or Facebook or wherever. Find me on your social medias. And Mike Hayashi is the head coach. We got assistant coaches Michael Sean. CJ Dirt used to be an assistant coach until he hooked up with an older lady. I never seen
Wait, hold on. Is he the
MILF.
14th best wrestler of all time?
Something like that. But I used to see CJ, but since he got a cougar, he never shows up anymore. But
he got a super cougar.
Yeah, that's the. But so we got this charity event coming up. So this is a fight for Franklin Wrestling. Here's the problem, man. The kids get no funding anymore, and I think in a town like Stockton, that's really, we all know how Stockton is, and especially on the east side, wrestling can make a difference between a kid being a drug dealer, being a killer, being a pimp, or being a good person. So wrestling is very important. All the proceeds, every fucking dime goes to Franklin Wrestling. Me and Asesino Martinez are gonna have a match, and I promise violence. I promise violence. I promise it's going to be a very violent night for both of us because I've wrestled this guy before. We're going to beat the living hell out of each other, and all the money is going to go to Franklin. So please support that. Donate to that if you want. You can message me if you want to find out more details. But these kids deserve better than what they get. So please donate to this or buy a ticket. And this is a special night for me at the Mystic Saloon. CJ Dirt and Big MF are going to be teaming with one of my favorite people in the world, the baddest biatch in all of NoCal indie wrestling, Christina Von Eerie. This girl has been all over the world. She's one of my favorite female wrestlers. I have the honor of being her tag team partner in this match. And me and CJ Dirt, for one night only, we're bringing back the Trump gimmicks. We're going to be facing the Lucha Libre Mafia and also the Mighty Maria. It's going to be for Maria, for El Flaco Loco, and Asesino. It's going to be a very, very sad night for those people. And I also want to say to the people in Avery, listen, I know you're all Trump supporters, and we're bringing the Trump gimmick back, but we want Trump to win, and you people, you're inbred, you're uneducated, you live in the mountains, please don't tell people you're going to vote for Trump.
Correct.
Oh,
You're
man.
bad for the
Okay. We got another thing. Jesus Christ.
In April.
Fucking hey, hold on.
Wait a minute.
What the fuck is going on? God
Look at this
damn.
poster at Lucha.
I know we haven't got together in a while, but Jesus Christ, you've been saving these?
Lucha Patron. On the front of the poster is the Big MF, and there's a reason for that, because the Big MF is the baddest motherfucker. Now,
it looks like a fat
I'm
Conor
going to be
McGregor.
facing.
I've been training. I've been at the buffet, matey.
You'll fucking eat nothing.
Go ahead.
Are you done? Are you done speaking? I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. I swear to God. I'm going to make you bleed. I'm going to make you bleed. I'm going to bust you in your mouth.
Ooh.
And I'm going to make
Isn't
you bleed.
that a Mountain Goat song? I'm going to make you bleed.
I'm going to make you bleed. I'm going to lubricate you all up with blood. No, Lucha Patron, 420. Yeah. I'm going to be facing a guy named Giga something, and I'm pretty much going to kill him. He's probably not. He's probably going to die. I'm not going to put him over. I'm not putting this motherfucker over. I'm not giving him nothing. I'm going to hurt this motherfucker. He's going to get his ass fucking beat. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much what I'm plugging right now.
Okay. Wow. Yeah. Well, maybe next time we do a whole.
When you talk about podcasts, the 209 Clickcast is coming back soon.
Christ.
Stay tuned. I won't have to deal with
this guy
with four eyes over here.
If you're interested in car insurance, you could also call me.
Jealous of my hand.
And also, if you need your gutters cleaned out.
209 Clickcast. Check it out on all your devices like Spotify, things like that. We're coming back really soon. You can check out my old episodes. We've had Andrea KGB Lee. We had Wildfire, Tommy Rich. We had Missy Hyatt to a female wrestler I've jerked off to many times when I was a kid. By the way, I'm not afraid to say that. Hey, listen, don't act like you never fucking saw things about Missy Hyatt.
Are we done? Are we done with the promotions and the?
For now.
You're.
Hey, listen, my name is Tim Freeman. I want a tax write-off. Donate to Guardian Jiu-Jitsu.
Oh man. Okay. Good stuff. All right. Can we remove the banner from the middle of the screen? Is that possible?
Keep it up there for a little bit longer.
Big MF, it's always great to get back with you again. We're supposed to read these links that Andrew came up with, but I think we're going to save them for next time. I think we save them for next time. I think that
we didn't talk about. Wait, there's a jiu-jitsu match we didn't talk about. I think we should real quick. Gordon and Yuri.
Gordon and Yuri. Oh yeah.
Gordon wins. Gordon wins. Nobody beats Gordon Ryan. In the story.
But that music. Okay, listen up. That's the.
Yuri's going to get mad. He's going to get mad again.
Right.
He's going to get very upset with us.
Check it out. InsideBJJ.com.
Gordon beats Yuri. I'll take anybody's money on that one.
Good to be back. My cousin's still a jackass, and so am I. So make sure you listen, subscribe, tell your friends, tell your family. Inside BJJ. Stockton 209. There we go.
Stockton, bitch. Fuck you. Fuck nigga. Fuck Assassino. Fuck you, Tim Freeman. I swear to God. I'm going to box you up. I'm going to box you up.
Keep talking, old man.